Okay. Ooh, oh, that's just because I've just linked my pros account. So, welcome everyone, and welcome to this first playthrough, or first play, of RoadCraft from the makers of SnowRunner and Expeditions Mudrunner game. I can't wait to get my hands and get my teeth into this, because I absolutely adore SnowRunner and everything that does, and Expeditions went for something a little bit different to make it a little bit more spicier. And upped in my opinion, upped the challenge and the difficulty with the way that the mechanics of the missions play out in that game. In relation to the fact that once you kind of scuppered, and once you're stuck in that game, you pretty much wipe and go again, and have to rethink your approach and replan your approach. And I'm really curious as to how this differs, if this brings something different to the table as well. So without further ado, let's go into the campaign. To get my company name in. And then we've got two cars to pick between, differing ever so slightly in the stats that you can see on the left hand side there with stability, mobility and capability. It is only the stability and mobility that change between the two. Says you can purchase it in the shop anyway after. If you choose this vehicle, the other one will not be available in this playthrough. You will be able to purchase upgraded versions of both vehicles in the shop. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that. So these liveries here, or liveries, are what I've just unlocked by connecting my pros account. And these are going to be, it does tell you when I select this, that these are going to be your company colours. Because can you look at the truck behind? That's changing as well. See that? And those, I have been here once, but I went back out because it wanted me to connect my pros account to unlock them. I am tempted to go with that. And I'm curious as to whether I can change it after. We'll go with that because it's different. In the demo, was what everybody using in the demo. They were all using this, I think, when the demo released. So I don't know if that was because I tried to stay away from as much coverage of the demo as I could. So whether they were restricted and limited to using just that colour, I don't know. But I think every man and his dog I saw playing the demo used that skin or that colour. But I'm going to run with this. And then we'll go. So map selection. So what we've got here, map selection. We've got the garage or the garage, of which I've only got one car in there so far. Then we've got the shop where you can buy other vehicles, but you've got to reach 18 stars to unlock, reach 13 stars to unlock. That's DLC. I think I've got them as part of the premium edition, the rebuild edition though. Sure I have. And those ones are locked behind, some of them are locked behind the need to complete objectives. Okay, that's fine. Then I've got my company name, total playtime, vehicles owned, routes completed. Right, we'll go back to map then. So map selection, and we've only got one option available so far. Purchased, rebuild expansion coming soon. Just checking. So yeah, we've only got one thing, precipice, available so far. So let's just have a look at this. Map details. An industrial town somewhere on the sea shore is about to be hit by a massive storm. You've been tasked with making sure key infrastructure objects are well protected from both the incoming weather and the flood that it will surely cause. Goal progress not yet started. Okay. You can only start a new map on a scout vehicle. You can deploy other vehicles from the garage, or the garage, as we call it in the UK here, later. So let's go. Let's see how this pans out, shall we? The snippets I did see of this, when I did catch an eye for the demos, looked awesome. The maps look incredible. But the maps always are. The way they design their maps, and the way the maps test your patience as well, and your resolve. They test you. They properly test you. So North Africa Spring, you are subcontracted to assist in reinforcing the shoreline. I didn't read it in time. You'll be guided through tutorial panels. If you miss any information, all tutorials can be found in the codex section of the pause menu.
Hey there, the name's Kelly, and I'll be your friendly neighborhood dispatcher for today. And every day unless we screw something up. Then the company replaces us, like dead batteries. But until then, I'll be here to help as much as I can. Not that you need much help with your first task. You need to head to the lookout point and take in the general layout of that town on the coast. They're bracing for one hell of a storm. I suggest you get on with the agenda before the storm hits.
Look at the trees blowing in the wind. I don't recall seeing that much severity of wind on any map on SnowRunner, and already it just makes the map feel alive. So it's R3 or the right stick to go into the internal view. This is your tracked objective. Note that it was updated when you completed the previous step. Take a look around and then go to the next objective. So that is around the corner. So let me just quickly check something. Do you know the one thing I don't understand? I kind of understand why they do it to make the games feel different, but why change the controls so much? So a horn is now on the D-pad, right on the D-pad. Why not have it on the stick? The left stick. Very strange.
Enjoying the sights? I often hear they're the best part of your job. At least your job has a best part. I have to make do with cheap coffee and a broken AC. Ready for your next mission? Well, aren't you lucky? Investigate the phosphate plant. Not too exciting, but who am I to argue, right? go take a look.
Follow the road down then. Oh, we got a map, haven't we? Although it's not like, oh, it is letting me use the map. You have to press towards the left-hand side of the touchpad. The map is awesome, by the way. I have seen the map on some of the demo footage. And the map's awesome. Because look how close you can get in now. No, we've not got a photo mode yet. Normally you go to the pause menu and press the square button to get the photo mode. So low gear to avoid unnecessary wheel spin, all-wheel drive sends torque to all the wheels, and then diff lock prevents individual wheels from slipping but reduces manoeuvrability. So let's put all-wheel drive on. Oh, that's better. God, look at the water and the rain pouring down. Working wipers, yay, I thought we had. Are you taking the mick? I can't get across that. Oh, I've got a rock stuck under the wheel. No, I can't actually go that way. It's actually wanting me to stay in the water and get onto this road. Oh, so I can open the gates with a winch. These controls are gonna get some getting used to. Why is he driving that slow? There we go. Oh, what we got here? Cronenwork L34. So in the Objectives tab, you can choose from your available objectives, each with its own requirements. Press X to focus your camera on an objective, and press square to track it. So let's track the clear the way into the plant. Ah, right, so that X focuses it. And then I've got to clear that path, right, okay. Using that vehicle, I would assume. I'll just turn the engine off.
Not a bad navigator. To be fair, a child could handle it if they could reach the gas pedal. Still, you did fine too, so kudos to you. Now it's time to get you to your forward base. It's not much to look at, but should keep you warm. Oh, and on your way there, you darling, and clear the plant's old entrance for the cavalry. They're coming later, if the higher-ups don't cut the funding.
No, tracking all that was a bit strange. So visit the forward base. I'm not. I just. Let me have a look again because I didn't know how to turn the vehicles off. I can't see any option there to turn the engines off. Wow, are you taking the mic? Oh, you know what? Totally took the wrong turning, didn't I? Not where I cleared the debris. Let's just check. No, that's where I cleared the debris. There we go, complete. Is our forward base?
Welcome. The good news is, you're in charge now. Bad news is, the storage and allocation of resources are all on you. So, use them wisely. And remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. For the company. Well, on to your next job. Storm's rolling in, and we need to build a flood wall before it does. Before it rolls in, I mean. Storms seldom build walls. First, we need to plot a route from the base to the phosphate plant. Once we do that, we can deliver the crane parts to make the wall.
Build a route to deliver the crane parts to the phosphate plant. Find and recover the generator from the abandoned facility. Ooh. No, we'll do that. Reckon I can get that way? Yeah. I do.
Looks like we're gonna need a generator for the phosphate plant. There should be one somewhere close to the abandoned facility. Check your map. If you can find it, bring it back to the garage inside the abandoned facility.
Let's carry on down. Let's carry on down here and have a look. You've just entered a search area. All the scout vehicles are equipped with an object scanner. This scanner will help you locate quest objects hidden within areas. You didn't have to worry about fuel on this, do you? Just remembered. Oh. There. Well, how the hell do I get that? We've got to drive round to that. If I can get around this way. Oof. That we know. Oh, no, deep water. Yeah. So I've got to deliver that to that. I'd have thought they're getting in the crane. The game's chipping me up here. What am I missing? You don't have to do them in a particular order, do you? Okay. I'm baffled. Ah, I just spotted that, which is why I was backing up ready to approach it. Oh shit. Pillock. Can I not winch? Oh, hang on, I've just spotted that. Aim a winch. Why does the parking brake come on when you fire the winch? It's... Take a bit of slack off. The controls for the driving with relation to things like the gears, or the gear, because there's only one other gear, and things like the diff lock and the all-wheel drive feel a little more simplified, because you literally press a button to activate low gear, to turn low gear on and off. You don't use the stick to simulate shifting a gear as you do in the previous games. It's very bizarre. And that whole thing about needing to literally drag that box or that generator to this area felt a little bit kind of like, I don't know, a little bit unnatural, I guess. Whereas in the other game, you should have got a truck with a crane attached, picked it up and put it on the back of your flatbed, fastened the, packed the cargo, and then delivered it. Whereas I've literally just dragged the box as if I'm taking part in some kind of Fast and Furious movie. Very odd. I mean, it's got to be different. It's wanting to be different. It needs to be different. It's the whole point, I guess. I don't know, it's just a bit strange. Some of the decisions are a bit odd. So, got one other objective answer, which was to build a route, deliver the crane parts. This objective requires you to plot a route for autonomous vehicles. With requirements selected X, and let's check out the infrastructure plans. And I've got to build a route. Right, bizarre. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. That's going to conclude part 1 of this first look at RoadCraft and how the differing game mechanics work. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Drop your comments below. What are your thoughts? What do you think? You know, what are your thoughts on some of the changes that have been made to the game? How would you feel from what you've seen so far compared to other games? Are you eager to give it a go anyway, to satisfy your own curiosity, to get a feel for it, to see what it's like? So yeah, drop your comments below on what your thoughts are. I'm still open to this. I obviously need to get past this tutorial stage where it's not holding my hand as much. But yeah, it just feels a little weird with some of the decisions that have been made in relation to the controls and whatnot. But yeah, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and remember to hit that notification bell so that you get notified of when I upload additional content, whether it be first looks, playthroughs, or live stream exports, which I do quite often. Other than that, take care of yourselves and I'll catch you on the next video.